All right, got a question here from Martin off of the comments from my last video here. And his question is, how do you sell yourself? He says, in my particular case, I'm becoming a lawyer, and I find myself wanting to know a bit more on how to sell my services. It's a hard thing to do, especially when you have so much competition out there. It's a hard sell. All right, so in order to sell yourself, sales in general is feature benefit. You have to have a feature and you have to have how it's going to benefit somebody. So, how can you benefit somebody else? How can your services benefit your client? And it doesn't necessarily mean you're not advertising towards a broad group of people. You want to pinpoint down to how you can benefit that particular person at that time. So being a lawyer, you typically lawyers have a niche that they work into, be it divorce lawyers, traffic lawyers, uh, criminal defense lawyers, whatever the case may be, whatever your particular niche is, you have to tell those people how you're going to benefit them. So features are one thing. You can have. I'll give you an example. Back from what I learned selling cars is if I had a lady come in looking for uh, say she's an old lady, all right, telling her that a Mustang has 550 horsepower on this Shelby Mustang, or telling her about the torque and the horsepower and the top speed and all this other shit. She's not going to care about that. What the benefit is, what you want to sell as your benefit is what is your customer going to care about? What's going to be important to your customer? And the way you find out what's important to your customer is you ask questions. You have to get in front of people. That's one thing, but you have to find out what's important to your customers. What's important to the people that you're going to be talking to. The best way I can tell you how to do that is get out there and start talking to potential clients. Here's the thing, man. Everybody is a potential client. There's not a single person out there who couldn't eventually turn into a potential client. And I say that meaning multiple things. Not necessarily the person that you're talking to, but that person may know somebody who could use your services. That the person that they tell might know somebody who could use your services. There's this whole word of mouth is the best advertising possible for you. I'll give you that. As somebody who's selling a service myself, word of mouth is the absolute best type of advertising for you. So get out there, let people know what you can do, let people know what you have to offer, and that's your benefit right there. Is how are you going to help this person? How are you going to help them get better? And here's the thing: you have to be able to help them better than everybody else can. You have to be, and it doesn't necessarily have to be your name is the best or anything like that, but how you help somebody, that word of mouth will advertise best for people. Hopefully that answered your question, man. Selling yourself is very, very important. You all types of sales, you're really selling yourself. Because here's the thing that you mentioned in your comment there. You're absolutely right. There's a lot of competition, and the thing is how are you going to be better than competition? How are you going to benefit potential clients better than the competition will? And that's what you have to figure out. I can't tell you how to do that, man. That's something you have to figure out on your own. But again, I hope this helps you out, man.